sides of the National Football League. Brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. This team facing some early adversity, 0-3 to start this campaign. Across the field, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Raymond going to return it. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Automatic first down.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 31, here comes a second and a yard.
Go.
First carry for David Montgomery. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. Third down coming up. They'll go play action with Goff. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On fourth down, the Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox, to punt. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. Cleveland.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. This one's complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First reception of the game for St. Brown, and he gives his team a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 3rd and
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take him down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Play action. It's Sanders. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. Aiden Hutchinson. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down. And this one might not stand up.
Still 2nd down.
To throw is gone. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jeremiah Wusu-Kwaramoa in on the stop. From 29, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. And across the field, it's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball cross, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions are on top. It's now 10-7.
Round 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Sanders keeping it on the zone read. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7.
Panther 60, Panther 60. No. No, no.
On play action, Shador. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That's on the former All-Pro, Jack Conklin.
Still 2nd down.
Cowboys.
Here's Sanders to throw. Now, here comes the screen for Ford. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back through the flag. So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
33-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. He'll get about 2. Number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham. They're on the tackle.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on On the 36 now, here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Goff. And he's in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will get out in front 17-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. Browns begin their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations. Because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line. because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on fourth down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. On third down, Sanders going deep downfield for Judy. And he's into the end zone. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 17, Browns 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run here with Gibbs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Into space at the 45. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Goff. We'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
4 yards. That's good for a Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Montgomery. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up a second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Gibbs. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. But he has picked up the first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for first and goal.
We go tonight. Turbo.
Here's Gibbs, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Detroit. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. The work to do as they come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Come on. Hey. Huh.
From the gun, it's Shador. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down.
Here goes Talon.
They hand it to Gibbs. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff is caught outside by St. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one's good for 29.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tim Patrick was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
Block 20.
Now Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Like 20. Like 20.
Lost pass. Complete to Albatross St. Brown. A gain of a yard. Brings
Here's
up
a second and 9.
at the 15-yard line.
180. What's that?
From the gun, it's Goff. That one, taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Here's Bates for the extra point. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10. 23-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up, and we'll take it out of Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And it's Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And this is Sam Darnold. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Seahawks get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
They'll go play action with Goff. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Justin Simmons with the good defense on that one to break it up. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's the Lions punt team now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Ready?
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain.
Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 20-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5.
Bronco 80.
Out of the gun. It's safe. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Lions have got it. A big effort for the defense to come up, not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's first and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender, not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, first and goal, hoping to capitalize.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Moving to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
180.
On second down, Goff. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll run with Montgomery, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Browns offense ready to get back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Here's Judkins. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Sanders will throw it. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Sanders. Here's a screen set up for 4. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer. And you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
There's a screen set up for Judkins. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Sanders going to throw again. Rolling to the left. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
From the gun on heat. Oh, he's going to be followed up. Taking it down. They got him. Aleem McNeil. He's in to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up 4th down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This one from just under 50 yards. Folk's kick is good. And the Browns are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. But let's see what the flag is about. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
Really nice job by the interior of this this offensive line, it typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's it.
And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game. But so
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Terrion Arnold, former first-rounder out of Alabama, in on the corner blitz. He makes the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Sanders. That's out wide to Judkins. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Shador. And that is incomplete.
the offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An injured player on the field. That is Myles Garrett being tended to. They cannot lose him.
Here we go.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Go get him, go get him.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's Sanders to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 11.
Now, Sanders. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the fourth. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. The fourth quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Detroit.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long. On play action. And that is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
The Lions will punt this ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's Sanders. Now here comes the screen for 4. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Browns first down.
Sanders out to Judy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, Judkins. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. And now the punting unit will come on. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Goff to throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. They give the Lions the 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
White 20. What's up?
On the jet sweep, here comes Williams.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Roll.
On the give, it's Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. That one incomplete. Good job. Spoke there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On play action, Shador. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. First down,
19,
Cleveland.
Tiger, 19.
Throwing again is Sanders. And the rush gets home. He'll look down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in to record his third sack of the afternoon. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw left is complete with Judy.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now Sanders on 3rd and long. Open man is Davis. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That one too far. It's flushed. It is incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And they're getting closer to a 2nd win on the season. All they got to do is hold on here, and a good drive right now will help. They'll start at 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it appears that we didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
It's a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
180. What's that?
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 21-yard line.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. They look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.